What's good, everybody? I'm the G with a PhD, and you're tuned in to the Green Gorilla channel. We'll give it a little time to see if I can get a few people up in here. Not expecting a lot. What's good, y'all? This is enough for me. I'm not gonna wait for a lot of people to matriculate into this stream. I want to say peace out to Youssef, Omani Kenyatta, Alonzo Hall, Shaft Brown. I just want to say peace to y'all, okay? So let me just say this, and then I'm gonna get out of here because this is not gonna be long. I just want to get in and out. So for the most part, what I want to say is this. Like I've been seeing a lot of stuff in the media about women complaining that they can't find good men. And, I just want to say this. We live in a culture that's overwhelmingly feminist, and it's that way because of 40 to 50 years of proselytization to women about what they deserve, what they don't deserve, what kind of work that they should perform, what kind of work they shouldn't perform. I mean, it's just a whole host of ideals that they've been fed with over the past 40, 50 years. So let me just break this down. And it's not going to take a very long time for me to do this. Okay. Here's the problem. And this message is directed towards Black women in particular, because I don't really date white women. I've never dated a white woman. I'm not saying that I wouldn't, but in relation to my preference, I wouldn't necessarily say they're my preference. But I would if I could find one that, suited my fancy or whatever the case may be, but that's neither here nor there. So this message is really for Black women. So at the end of the day, here's the problem I think that men are having. On the one hand, women want the power of men, and they want the privileges of women, but the responsibility associated with neither. They don't want the responsibilities associated with either of them. Like, the way you engage a man is no holds barred. You don't act nice to men. You tell men directly what it is you want, what you like, what you don't want, and when you're dealing with negotiation about anything. Period. There's not a lot of room for pussyfooting around, playing games. You talk to a man, it's about what y'all want. It's about self-interest, mutual self-interest. Bottom line, if the man can't help you, if you bargaining with a man, another man, man to man, there ain't no niceties, there's no deference, there's no chivalry, none of that. So if you want to engage the world like a man, you're going to get treated like one. You have to be treated like one. Otherwise, what are we talking about? You're not really in power. You have the semblance of power. There's responsibilities associated with being a man or entering into the space of men. But you want that. But at the same time, you're not accepting the responsibility or the duties that apply to manliness and manhood. But on the same score, women also wanted to be treated with privilege and deference because of their womanhood. Like, you want doors open for you. You want men to treat you nicely and to bring you flowers and all this bullshit. But how can you be expected to receive those kind of things when you off in the crib acting like a dude? You want the power of men, the privileges of women, but the responsibilities associated with neither role at all. This is the problem we're having. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it the same on both ends. Something's got to give. This is why y'all having problems in your relationships. Because men are not going to go for that bullshit. You can't expect for a man to be a man and then you can test his manhood at every turn and then you don't want to do shit traditionally associated with being a woman. It's not going to happen. Men are not going to go for this shit. It's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And yes, you're right. You're exactly right. Look, at the end of the day, women do not want to be held accountable. One of the primary responsibilities of being a man is actually being responsible, being accountable, having to deal with critiques, having to have standards to be measured up to. The sea doesn't just part open for men. You got to fucking forge your way through the thickets. It's like conquering wilderness. You know, like being an explorer. You got to go out there and get it. It's not just laid open to you like the Red Sea parting wide open. That's not how it happens. You got to dig in there and get it. And you got to be aggressive and assertive to go out there and get it. But when you're encountering an aggressive woman, you can't really actually be aggressive towards that woman because of the tentativeness associated with, you know, stepping beyond some boundary. I say, fuck it, man. My man say, do I got a cash app? Yeah, I do got a cash app. It's $G. That's the cash app right there. But I'm not looking to cash in today. I'm just looking to come in with a quick hitter. Now, how is it possible for you to want to have the same power and the same say-so and the same leadership as a man, but then you don't want to be held accountable for none of that shit? You don't want to be told nothing. It is a childlike response to argue that you're being subjected to misogyny because somebody's criticizing you for your behavior. That's bullshit. It's complete and utter fucking bullshit. If you're gonna do this equality thing, then you gotta accept the responsibility, and part of it is being critiqued, being held accountable. And then also on the other hand, if you want to be treated like a woman, you can't be acting all rough and tough and shit. Who gonna act sweet and warm with a motherfucker that's aggressive? I just don't understand how you get, like, what the hell is that, man? What the hell is that? So, like, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time with this, but again, you can't have it both ways. You can't have the responsibility and the power associated with being a man with no accountability, and then have the privileges associated with womanhood. You can't have it both ways. It just ain't gonna work. It's a contradiction. And that's why a lot of these women are having problems with men. I just recently saw some article about Tomi Lahren, and how she basically is talking about men are trash. No, actually, to be quite honest, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. It's gonna sound misogynistic, but fuck it. Contemporary women are fucking trash. Y'all are the ones that are trash. Call me a misogynist then. I don't give a fuck it. I just don't care anymore. Call me a misogynist. And who wants womanhood without performing any of the duties or the functions associated with it. Fuck it. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm a full-fledged misogynist. So there you have it. If that's what it is, that's where it's at then. I'm going to take that. Because I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I'm not I'm not dealing with the oscillation and the obfuscation no more. I'm just calling a spade a spade. It is what it is. So that's my quick hitter. I'm out of here, man. Y'all be peaceful and one, man.